Thankfully, however, there are no more considerably difficult ones, so we're going to take on Dead Man's Switch. Awkward transition number 2 is Dead Man's Switch. You see, the reason these transitions exist in this video is actually for a bit of an important reason, I'm very sad to admit. Part of the problem is when I did that real... It's when I did that little recording, test playthrough rather. I don't know why I said recording, I'm just kind of rambling right now, but you must understand that I don't recall these things very easily. And obviously I should have looked some of these things up before I actually did them again. But I did not. So you're just going to have to deal with it as I slowly but surely remember how to solve puzzles. But thankfully I did remember how to solve this puzzle. You see, if you make a red connection by connecting it to this panel, that will cause a box to be tossed down in your general area. And to do this, all you have to do is just stand on this button and watch the floodgates release. Now, if you've done this correctly, just place this on top of the box, on top of the pressure pad rather, and then reconnect this reflector so that way it opens up this door. Now then, you can see there's, well, a bit of a slight predicament right here, because closing the door will just encase everything in the world. So, just be a little bit mindful of how you're doing this, so that way this door will already be held open like so. And now, you can hold open the door like this. And by doing so, you'll be able to run with another connector, and now you have to bring a blue razor. You have to bling a blue razor all the way around, so that way once you shave the mustache hairs of this puzzle off, then you might very well just be successful. And we're actually gonna get a star, like, right in this puzzle. Like, this is probably the easiest, one of the easiest stars to collect in the entire game. This one doesn't even involve any, like, cross-puzzle solutions. It's just right over here. Like, boom, here, have a free star. I'm pretty sure this is the game just kind of feeling bad for you not getting any stars before, so... fair enough, I guess. It's nice to have a consolation prize once in a while. Now, this puzzle over here is one of the final ones of the main puzzles in the campaign, at least. It's called Crisscross Conundrum Advanced. If you recall Crisscross Conundrum, good for you. You know, good job. Good job. You did a fine job there. So, we're gonna set things up a little bit weirdly right now. You see, we need to start recording ourselves in a moment. I just need to reconnect a couple of things. Place this connector sort of hidden around this palm tree. Yes. Around this palm tree right over here. We're in Egypt right now. You must understand that this is all actually white sand. At least according to us Canadians. So, just make a connection. Make a laser path like this. If you are successful, that will hold open the door. Now you need to start recording. And the ultimate part of recording this issue is to just kind of stand right over here for about maybe 15 minutes or so. Just so that way you can let yourself in the future do all of the work, because these pre-existing lasers are going to hold open a number of doors. But the thing about our clone is that he has to stop this laser so that way we can't really do anything about that. I mean, there is going to be a laser crossing over to that door, but we need to connect it from, like, that side, where, like, right to the right of that blue laser, and part of the problem is that this one will just intersect with everything. So, if you've done this right, then you should have a blue laser on one of the clones of the connectors, just connected all the way out to that door. And how many times can I say the word connected today? You know, I can say it as many times as I want, because it's my playthrough series, so, but it is a word I use quite frequently, and I'm sorry I don't have an extensive use of vocabulary on this one, because that's just part of the problem with the Talos Principle, is that you have to talk a lot about all the things you're doing, in order for people to follow how you solve a puzzle. But if you did it right, and you did not confuse your dear viewers, very good, you know? We look pretty great, don't we? You know, let me just talk with myself for a little bit of time. He's a pretty cool guy, he's got sunglasses on. But yeah, that's a palm tree, guys. That's definitely a palm tree, I'm not lying. I guess I might as well also break the ice and reveal that there is one Easter egg in this entire world. And, sort of like the star. This Easter egg is just kind of, and, well, you'll see why. I mean, I should not say anything else about it, really. You shall just discover why I feel a little bit indifferent to this particular one. But we got ourselves a bunch of pigeons right here. And the pigeons are actually very, really helpful. And by that I mean, they like to sting you from time to time, but just bear in mind, they are pretty helpful at times. What you need to do is just ride on top of these pigeons for a little bit of time and bring a couple of boxes with you. Our purpose of doing this is to stack a whole collection of boxes on top of a single pigeon. And that pigeon probably will be having some difficulties carrying that one because, you know, it's just a pigeon. They're probably really heavy for the little guy. But don't worry, he's tough. He graduated from his top gym class of pigeon knighthood. So when you're doing this, you just want to wait around for a little bit of time. Let the pigeon return with the message of the 2 boxes, and give him a 3rd box, and tell him to meet his other pigeon friends on the other side, and give him the message that suddenly he is interrupted and laser path, which is actually holding his sigil right over here. And that's probably the easiest one, the easiest puzzle of this entire area. But now, we have to go after the Easter egg, which is conveniently placed right inside this puzzle, and to do this, just travel with a couple of boxes, really. I think you're gonna need... Yeah, you are gonna need all 3 of them, at least. I don't think you could make this jump with 1 box. That would just be asking a little bit too much of the robot. The child. His name is actually called the Child. I'm not sure if I've addressed this before, but the character we're playing is called the Child. Except, because of our model change in, like, the DLC pack for Sir Sam, we're more like the Sambot. So, we could refer to ourselves as Sambot, but we could also refer to ourselves as the Child. Whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm all cool with both. So grab this, and if you're good at jumping puzzles, then you might be able to just reach the other side over here, where there is another snowman from one of the previous worlds, and I feel a difference in this one because it's basically the same thing. Albeit, this one's slightly easier to get if you didn't find, like, the jetpack secret. In fact, I'm pretty sure you might be able to find the original snowman just by doing a little bit of fancy jumping, because I'm not really sure if they patched that or not. But you can listen to the Serious Sam Jingle Bells song again if you so desire, because that's basically what this does. And, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I'm sorry, but we have to get a move on. This is the final puzzle area of the entire world. The main puzzles, at least. We still have to cover a couple of extra things afterwards, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the main campaign of this, because it was pretty cool. And now that we are finished with all the main puzzles, it is time to leave.
Good job, kiddo. You collected enough Tetris pieces to unlock the gates of eternity. You remember where those are, right? Big glowy doors? Yeah, go there now.
We're not gonna go there right now, because that actually triggers one of the endings of the games. And that is correct, you can just go after all of the main puzzles, ignoring all of the Star Worlds and, like, the Messenger Islands, and even all the Easter eggs, even the tower, for instance. You could just end the game right here. The thing about this game is that there are 3 endings, and that is only one of them. That's considerably the easier one to get, I want to say. But, we're not gonna bother with it. We have other things to do. And I think the way I have this planned out is I'm going to go after the Messenger Islands first. So, until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great day or evening. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.